Welcome back. We have James Chevret joining us on the show for our edition of Tech Talk. He is with Sound Advice Marketing, and it's great to have you back. How are you?
Thanks. Actually, I'm doing really well.
Good.
Enjoyed the snow and the wet weather on the weekend.
You did?
Yeah.
Were you up in the snow?
Yeah, I drove to Merritt, actually, and there's 2 inches of snow.
There's 2 inches. That's incredible.
Yeah.
This time of the year. It happens. We don't like it to happen in June or beyond, but it does happen. Yeah. Today we're talking about something great for this edition of Tech Talk. We are talking about how to make your toys sound better. In other words, your motorcycle, ATV. If you want to have some music while you're riding, there are ways to do that. There's ways to amp up your audio to make it that much better.
Yes, and protect it as well. Actually, as we were joking about the snow, this weekend's a great example of actually having CD player radio on your motorcycle or ATV, but also being weatherproof. A lot of people don't think that. They think they can use the same one to use in an automotive environment.
But you can't.
You can't. We power wash it, we get mud on it, the elements get it. And a lot of people really don't consider that when they're buying it.
So, yeah, waterproof, weatherproof is important when you're putting it on an outdoor vehicle. We have a video. Should we just sort of talk over it while it plays? Let's take a look at this one. Tell us what we're looking at here.
So what this is going to show is just a normal radio, okay? And this is just a motorcycle. And what they're going to do is they're going to spray water on it. Now, it's actually called an IP rating, is what they call it, IPX rating. And it runs for about 2 minutes, and now the radio is ruined. It happened that quickly. So
I'm sure people at home can hear that. Oh my gosh, what a waste of a good stereo.
Yep, so that took about 3 seconds.
Okay.
And then what they're going to do is they're going to change to another brand. I mean, but mostly we're talking about the ratings here today anyway. So what they're just going to show is that the other one can spray for about 15 minutes with a full garden hose on it and not die.
Right, okay, that's a huge difference.
Well, I joke even with chaps now, your pockets are uncovered. So here's a radio that's made for the environment.
Right.
So it has an IP rating, it says 55. And then they're going to hose it down here, and you'll get the same effect.
And you can hear the music playing, so you know it's working.
Yep.
And out comes the garden hose.
Yep. Now they're going to do the big, the anticipation of the water. And here you go. So this is a great example of buying a purpose-driven radio.
Absolutely.
And we're already 2 or 3 times the time the other one took before it died.
Right. Interesting. Do you find that a lot of people try to install indoor equipment on their outdoor vehicles?
Oh, yeah.
Outside vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, and everyone thinks you're trying to save money, but it doesn't in the long run. That's the big thing.
Well, that's it, because whatever you're putting out, if you get into a terrible, rainstorm or whatever, all of your hard work's for nothing, generally speaking. It could go that way. Okay, so that's interesting. What is that called?
That one just actually, it's called an aquatic AV radio with, they just have an IP rating, so whatever they go to buy, whatever brand, they're looking for an IP rating on the radio.
Okay, good to know. Should we take a look at the second video?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look.
So now what's going into is, what they're just showing here is the technology's changed a little bit. So what this one is all about is now plug and play, not disturbing, not cutting any wires, not doing any problems, and even it can be warranty approved.
Okay.
So this is for example, a Harley Davidson radio where they're doing it very quickly. And they're showing it unplugging the factory radio.
Yes.
Now they'll pull it. Now they're going to put in this aftermarket. And it actually plugs in to the same harnessing and goes into all the factory holes. And then they're done. Now, I know it's a little bit speed up. It is a video, don't get me wrong. But a lot of people are do-it-yourselfers, want to do things, want to save themselves a little bit of money, but they're using the correct part for the correct job. This one's even taking out the speakers right now and showing how they're plug and play for a Harley Davidson as well.
What was wrong with the first audio set that was in there?
The biggest thing is the wind noise and the loudness. You got to think that almost every manufacturer, car or motorcycle, are trying to save every dollar they possibly can. So a lot of times it might make noise, but it's not very clear. So especially, they have the exhaust, etc. They want to be able to hear it all. They want to answer the phone. So by adding more power and more clarity to it, they can actually safely answer phone calls and listen to music while riding their motorcycles.
Okay, all right. Some great information there. I had never even given it any thought, really, but there are ways to really improve the sound. Quickly, what's this?
This is for those people who think too much is just right. These are big speakers that go on ATVs.
Wow, they're huge.
And then what I wanted to show is that actually now they have clamps. And this is removable. Because when you leave your, say, your boat or your ATV in your front yard,
Yes.
or off-site now because parking's not the same as it used to be 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You can actually remove all these and take them indoors with you.
Which is so smart.
Yes, it's a big thing now, especially docks, a great example. Even look at Topiano.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a beautiful area, but they're not huge yards with boat storage. There isn't.
Sure, yeah. Just be smart, take it inside.
Yeah.
James, very educational today. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to Facebook, Sound Advice Marketing, number on screen as well, 819-6310. Quick break, we'll be right back. Stay with us.